أعتقد نبدي. Thank you for. I'll start in English, then switch to Arabic, Marta. So thank you very much for attending this seminar, very interesting seminar on the well-known Mondragon Corporation. And we've been eager for weeks to listen to Marta about. We talked so much about it in the last two sessions we had. And so we are very eager to listen to Marta directly about Mondragon, although we talked about it. So Marta, we are glad that you are with us. Marta has been a consultant with LKS Next, which is one of the Mondragon Corporation cooperatives, as a cooperative worker in there for 18 years. And she actually, we got to know her because she was a senior consultant and project manager for a very interesting project we had in the UK, where Mondragon was supervising it, which is the Preston Cooperative Entrepreneurial Ecosystem for Preston, which lasted for more than a year, and there are still some activities going on. And also, Marta was consultant for another big project on cooperatives in the Bronx in New York. So this is about Marta, and I'll speak in Arabic now, Marta. شكرا للاخوات الاخوان على مجيئهم. طبعا الندوه هي مثل ما تشوفون، راح نشارك السلايد بعد شويه، هي حول نظام البيئي التعارفي للابتكار الاجتماعي، واللي انا راح اسويه، انا راح ادير الندوه بنفس الوقت راح اترجم كل سلايد من الندوه، سلايد على سلايد. فمارتا بالحقيقه هي مستشاره لمده 18 سنه في شركه اسمها، في تعاونيه بالحقيقه في الباسك ريجن اسمها LKS Next، وهي التعاونيه جزء من المجموعه الكبرى مال موندراكون. وانا تعرفت على مارتا بالحقيقه لانه هي كانت السوبرفايزر والكونسلتنت لمده سنه لتجربه كبيره في بريستون لخلق نظام بيئه تعاونيه للرياده في بريستون، اللي شارك فيها المجلس المحافظه مال بريستون والجامعه مال لانكشير وكثير من التعاونيات اللي موجوده في بريستون، فلعبوا دور كبير بذاك الوقت. مارتا بنفس الوقت هي صارت جزء من المجلس اداره تعاونيه نيو سوشيال اللي انا عضو بيها، ونيو سوشيال هي التعاونيه العلميه اللي تقدم التقنيه الى المجتمع. فهي بنفس الوقت هي جزء من مجلس اداره التعاونيه مع نيو سوشيال. مارتا, I forgot to mention that you are also on the governing board of New Social itself. The cooperative in there.
Yes.
فالآن بالحقيقة اللي راح أسويه الآن راح أبدي راح أشارككم بالبرزنتيشن اللي راح يكون بالعربي حتى يسهل الأمور للأخوان اللي يتكلمون العربية، وبعد كل سلايد أنا أترجمه إلى العربي. فهسه أسوي الشيرينج. فأعتقد كلكم قاعد تشوفوا. مارتا, you could start on it.
Okay, thank you very much, Ali. Bueno, Marshaba, good afternoon to everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. And first of all, I would like to thank to Ali the opportunity that he has given us to show you and to explain all this cooperative ecosystem that we have created in Mondragon, and that we think that it can be an inspiring experience for other territories. I wish that you find this seminar interesting and that we could fulfill your expectations and your expectative for today's meeting. Well, I'm going to start with the presentation that we have prepared. First of all, I would like to explain you what are the points that we are going through this afternoon. First of all, I would like to explain you what is the Mondragon Corporation and what are the principles that we work with then I would like to explain you in a very fast way, in a very quick way, how is structured the governance model of Mondragon, how the decisions are taken inside the cooperative. And I would like to focus on social transformation, because it's one of the central values or the key values of Mondragon Corporation. We are here because we have a past, so I would like to explain you a little bit of the history of Mondragon, how we have reached to where we are today and how we are today, and also we are facing nowadays different challenges and future challenges, and I would like also to explain you where are we going now and what are the challenges that we have to face in the following years. And finally, I would like to present you some training courses for professionals that Mondragon University, that's the university, the cooperative university, is offering. And at the end, if we have time, we are going to show you a short video of 3 minutes video where to summarize all things, because sometimes an image is better than 1,000 words. So Ali, if you want, we can go on. Okay, so what is Mondragon Corporation? We are one of the largest network of independent work-owned cooperative. And in that sense, we are located in Basque Country, that's in Spain, in the north, where there are different and cultural values also, a different language, a different culture from Spain. And one critical point of this cooperative is that the workers are the owners of the companies. So each cooperative that is integrated in Mondragon has as a key element that the workers are the owners. It's integrated by nearly 96 independent work owner cooperative. That's important because the cooperative in Mondragon Corporation are autonomous. So the corporation, it gives to us a framework of work and of values and tools that we share together of intercooperation. And it's this framework that offers us. Then we have also 141 subsidiaries companies abroad. This ecosystem, it's integrated by 7 foundations and 1 non-governmental institution, that it's Mundokide. So we have a little bit different kind of activities, different kind of sectors, different kind of organizations that are integrated in Mondragon. Nowadays, we have the number of workers that are working in these companies is around 81,000. And we have an experience, a road of 75 years of existence, and is the result of the cooperativist movement that was created in 1943 in Mondragon. So it was initially it was a movement that was focused, or that was located in Mondragon. Mondragon is a town from the Basque Country, and all this movement was initiated there in Mondragon. If you can, Ali, we can go to the next slide.
Oh, okay. But I'll just translate Marta.
Okay.
اعتقد اللي قالته مارتا موجود كله على السلايد قدامكم بالعربي، ما اضافت شيء له، فبالحقيقه ما اعتقد ضروري اترجم اي شيء زايد حوله، لأن السلايد بكل النقاط اللي قالتها يعني. فننتقل للسلايد الثاني.
As you can see in this slide, from the 96 cooperative that are under this umbrella of Mondragon Corporation, the industry has a high wage. Nearly 51 cooperatives, they are operating in the industrial sector, and that's a key point of Mondragon. We are a corporation of cooperatives where the industrial have a big wage. we also operate in other sectors. We have also cooperatives in the finance sector. We have a cooperative bank, that's Laboral Cucha. We have also Finance Lagunaro, that's a system of that provides social support for the cooperatives. We have also cooperatives that they are focused on retail. We have supermarkets and cooperative that it's located not only in Basque Country, but they have supermarkets in different regions of Spain. And also it's important, the last one is the knowledge area or the knowledge cooperatives. We have Mondragon University, we have 14 research centers that are, all of them are cooperative. So what we have succeeded during all these years, these 75 years of existence, is with the creation of an ecosystem of different organizations, companies that are cooperative, that they intercooperate, they work together under the same values and tools that is offered by Mondragon Corporation. In that sense, I would like to say that this cooperative are independent and they are autonomous. So they have decided voluntarily to be part of Mondragon Corporation, and then they take their own decisions about management through the democratic values that they follow. And the common point is that all of them, the workers, are the owners of the cooperatives. All these cooperatives, apart of being part of the Mondragon, they share the same values, the same principles. They also they have a very clear purpose that it's social transformation inside their activity, and they cooperate between them, and they have intercooperation tools like solidarity, like distribution of benefits when a company is not going fine, or it's not it's having troubles, economical troubles. There are funds that are offered by the rest of cooperative to help these cooperatives that are having troubles. So at the end, with this solidarity mechanisms, we have get this ecosystem of intercooperation and collaboration, and at the end is maybe one of the main success of Mondragon. And we have the corporation that it's the element that the general framework for all the cooperatives that are integrated in this group.
Oh, thank you, Marta. I'll just translate. فمثل ما تشوفون من الصورة، التعاونيات الصناعية لها دور كبير بالمجموعة موندراغون. فالتعاونيات الصناعية بها مثل ما تشوفون من الصورة 51 تعاونية. بنفس الوقت هناك بنك ومؤسسات مالية مختلفة. القطاع المعرفة مهم، ففي قطاع المعرفة هناك جامعة و14 مؤسسة بحوث، وبنفس الوقت هناك جمعيات استهلاكية تعاونية تغطي كل إسبانيا مو فقط في منطقة الباسك. خلال 75 سنة نجحت مؤسسة موندراغون تخلق نظام بيئي للتعاون. يعني هاي التعاونيات تدخل بشكل مستقل في المؤسسة وبشكل طوعي للمشاركة. التعاونيات مستقلة، العمال هم المالكون للتعاونيات، لهم نفس التصور التعاوني المشترك. شيء أساسي ركزت عليه مارتا بموندراغون اللي هو التضامن والتعاون. يعني هناك بيئة للتضامن والتعاون، فإذا واحدة من التعاونيات صار عندها مشكلة اقتصادية لسبب من الأسباب، التعاونيات الأخرى تساعدها. فقضية التضامن والتعاون قضية جدا كبيرة تركز عليها مارتا، وهي تعتبرها أحد أسباب أو السبب الرئيسي لنجاح موندراغون كمؤسسة لكلها تعاونيات. Okay, Margaret, thank you.
Great. As I told you before, the principles and values are like quite important in this corporation. And I would like to explain you what are nowadays the principles of Mondragon Corporation. The first one is open admission. And in that sense, what we are referring is that the only requirement that is requested to be member of the cooperative is to be a worker. If you are a worker, you can be a member of the cooperative. So there is no discrimination for questions like gender, religion, ethnic groups, or political questions. So if you are a worker of the cooperative, you can become a member of it, independent of the role that you are doing in the company. Another important point is this democratic organization. And in that sense, the decisions are taken are based on democracy. It's what we call one worker, one vote. All the votes, every worker has a vote in the General Assembly. So the value of each vote is the same. It has the same value, the vote of the CEO of the company, or the vote of the secretary or the workwoman that is working in a lower level. So this is also important in the assembly, in the General Assembly, where it's expressed the workers, owners, decisions, and all the votes has the same value and has the same weight, independently of the role of the person that has the right of voting. The third element is this sovereignty of labor, and that it means that all the cooperatives have worker members, and the worker members are the owners of the cooperative, and they take part in the decisions of the company and in the management of the company as owners that they are. The fourth value principle is this one, that it's in the nature of capital as a tool, and it's subordinated to the labor. And in that sense is that the important thing of the cooperative is to be able to create new employment and maintain the employment. So the priority, it's not to have it's not the capital. The priority in the company is labor generation and labor maintenance, and this is an important point. Then the workers, as members, as owners of the cooperative and as members of the company, they also have a right of they take part in the management of the company. And the main body is that's the General Assembly and the governing body, where in the General Assembly there are some workers that are elected to be members of the governing body, and in the governing body they control the direction of the company. They control the decisions that is taken by the management council, so they can take part in the process of management. So when you are a member of a cooperative, you have rights. One right is we participate in the profit generation. We have returns from the profits that the company gets every year, but we also have some obligations, and one is take part in these bodies, no, and have a participative attitude in the management of our company. Then the sixth, another important value is this payment solidarity. It's the differential that it's an element that now is changing a little bit in the last years, but it's another critical point from other different companies that are not cooperative. We have decided that the differential between the less paid worker of a cooperative and the and the one that has the highest wage, it has to be 1 to 6. So the more that the person that has the highest wage, it cannot be 6 times higher than the one that has the person with the lowest wage. So we try to be solidarity, and we try to avoid a big differences of salary. Then it's important also intercooperation among cooperative. The different cooperative, we work together, we cooperate, and we have tools and mechanisms for facilitate the solidarity between companies. And for that, we have created the structure of divisions, the cooperative. To facilitate this collaboration and this cooperation, we have created different groups of cooperative that they operate more or less in the same sector or in the same industry or in the same, and that they can make a value proposal together, or they can increase their impact, and it's easily to search synergies between them. Then another point is the social transformation. We also, with our activity, we also try to have an impact on social transformation, and this impact we try to have through the employment, the employment generation, the employment creation, and with a fair distribution of the wealth and of the profits of the company. So this is another element that it's crucial, a key point of our company. We also have this, we consider that these principles are universal and can be applied in any economic sector. So that's why we have industries, we have companies, very different companies inside this ecosystem, no? Because we consider that these principles can be universal and can be applied in any sector. Any sector can have its own cooperative. And also an element that has been part of this movement from the beginning is the education. Education and training has an important point because education is essential to adapt the abilities and the capacities of the workers. So if we are owners, normally we spend a lot of time inside the company. It's difficult that we change to other companies, and so but we need the world is moving on, technology is moving really fast, but we need to be upgraded, no, also, and to be very well trained with the new technologies, and that's why education is also a very crucial, a very important point and a principle of the corporation.
Thank you, Marta. أعتقد شفتوا القضايا الأساسية موجودة على السلايد، بس إذا بس اختصر مثل ما قالت مارتا أنه كل عامل يستطيع أن يكون عضو في التعاونية الديمقراطية. الشيء الآخر اللي ركزت عليه من هاي النقاط العشرة اللي هي المبادئ تعاونيات موندراكون اللي بالحقيقة تتبعها كثير من التعاونيات في العالم، هي التركيز أنه مو رأس المال والربح هو الأساس، بس الغرض أنه خلق فرص العمل، وليس الربح ورأس المال كهو الدافع الأساسي لهذه التعاونيات. العمال يشاركون في إدارة التعاونية ويتم انتخابهم لمجلس الإدارة، ومثل ما لاحظتوا نسبة الرواتب ما تزداد بين 1 إلى 6 مثل ما قالت مارتا، يعني العامل أبسط عامل، والفرق بين معاشه وبين معاش رئيس التعاونية ورئيس المؤسسة مو أكثر من 1 إلى 6 إلى 1. طبعا قضية التضامن بين التعاونيات اللي هي النقطة 7 هاي مهمة، وهم خلقوا مجموعة من التعاونيات، يعني في كل قطاع من القطاعات هاي التعاونيات، سواء في القطاع الصناعي أو في القطاع المالية أو الجمعيات التعاونية تجتمع هاي التعاونيات وتتعاون بيناتها. التعاون بين التعاونيات قضية مهمة. والشيء الآخر ركزت عليه اللي هي نقطة رقم 10 هي التركيز على الثقافة والتدريب. يعني التدريب ونشر التعليم والعلم والثقافة قضية جدا مهمة بالنسبة لمبادئ موندراكون. Thank you, Marta.
Okay. So as I told you before, the COPs that are integrated in Mondragon, they are autonomous and independent. They take their own decisions according to this framework that offers the corporation. The COPs, they decide freely to be there or leave the corporation whenever they want. And it's the General Assembly of worker members are the ones who decide if they want to be part of Mondragon or they want to leave it. And this decision is taken by a democratic way, by a vote. We vote and we decide if we want to be part of Mondragon Corporation or we want to leave. So it's easily. There are two levels of governance in Mondragon. The first level is the cooperative. The cooperative have their own bodies to facilitate the participation of the workers. The relevant one and the most important is the General Assembly that takes place every year, and in this assembly is where the relevant decisions of the cooperative are taken, and through a votation, we vote the different decisions that we have to take. We also, in the General Assembly, we also elect the members of the Governing Council, that are these members that are workers of the cooperative, of course, are the ones who control the execution of the policies and the agreements of the General Assembly, and also are the ones who control the Management Council. And the Management Council is the body where are taken the executive decisions of the business and the daily management activities of the company. So this is how the decisions are taken in a cooperative.
Thank you, Marta. مثل ما تشوفون من الرسم انه التعاونيات المنضمه الى موندراكون هي تعاونيات مستقله، وهي تقرر حتى تنتخب الهيئة العليا في التعاونية. طبعا الحوكمة لها جانبين، لها جانب كل تعاونية بضمنها اكو نظام ديمقراطي، العمال ينتخبون مجلس إدارة مالتهم، ينتخبون في الاجتماعات السنوية ويقررون السياسات مالتهم حسب ما يقررون في كل تعاونية. بس هاي الممثلين التعاونيات كلهم يجتمعون بالجمعية العامة اللي هي الهيئة العليا في التعاونية، وينتخبون مجلس الحوكمة اللي هي هيئة التمثيل الإدارية، اللي هي تجتمع كل شهر وتقرر سياسة موندراكون. ومجلس الحوكمة هو اللي يعين مجلس الإدارة اللي هو الكادر التنفيذي اللي يقوم بالأشغال اليومية للتعاونية. وطبعا أكو المجلس الاستشاري الاجتماعي اللي بيه من نقابات العمال من غيرهم، اللي هو إلى مدخل همينة بالعملية. بس بشكل عام اكو هذه هي الهيكليه اللي هي اكو جمعيه عامه اللي تجتمع كل سنه وتقرر سياسات المؤسسه موندراكون بشكل عام، وتنتخب مجلس الحوكمه اللي هم ناس بالانتخاب يجتمعون كل شهر، وهم يعينون مجلس الاداره اللي هو الكادر التنفيذي. وطبعا اكو نقابات العمال لها دور في نفس الوقت. Thank you, Marta.
Okay, and in the corporation, the model of the cooperative, it's replicated in a general way. There is the cooperative congress where the members of the governing council of each cooperative take part, and these are it takes place every year. It's a meeting that takes place every year. Nowadays, it's around 650 members that take part from the different cooperatives that integrates the corporation, and this the cooperative congress takes the decisions about Mondragon strategy, planification, and the coordination of policies. Then there is the General Council that designs the application of corporate strategies, and the Standing Committee that drives the control and fosters the implementation of policies and agreements in the Congress. So it's similar it's the same scheme that it's replicated in a level of the corporation, where take part all the cooperative that the members of the cooperative that are integrated in the corporation.
Thank you, Marta. بالحقيقة بالسلايد الأول أنا حكيت على المستوى الأول اللي هو كل تعاونية شلون تقرر إدارة أمورها بشكل ديمقراطي، بس هم أنا تطرقت إلى السلايد الثاني بالخطأ. السلايد الثاني هو المستوى الثاني اللي هو المندوبين عن التعاونيات يجتمعون كل سنة بالمؤتمر التعاوني ب 650 عضو من التعاونيات المختلفة ليحدد استراتيجية موندراكون والتخطيط والتنسيق وحدات العمل، وبالمجلس العام اللي هو يصمم وينفذ استراتيجيات تعاونياها وينسق بين الأقسام ويعين مجلس تنفيذي، وبنفس الوقت هو أقسام كل قسم بها مجموعات تعاونية عاملة في المنطقة الواحدة تقريبا 14 تعاونية، فتقسم التعاونية ضمن المناطق. وطبعا كل لجنة دائما اللي يشوفوها على اليمين اللي هي تعين وتشرف على تنفيذ السياسات والقرارات الصادرة عن المؤتمر، فاللجنة الدائمة هي لجنة تعين وأكو المجلس العام اللي هو منتخب ويقرر السياسات. فإن شاء الله أنا كنت صحيح بالترجمة مالتي. شكرا. أوكي مارتا.
And a key point of all the cooperative of Mondragon is social transformation. Is what we call that social transformation is in the center of each organization. And that what does it mean? Well, we don't have to forget that cooperative at the end are companies, and we offer products and services in the globalized market. So our COPs they have to be competitive in the markets to survive and to be sustainable. And in that sense, we always say that in Mondragon, we want to earn money. Of course, we are focused on transformation, but we want to earn money. And we consider that that's not a bad thing. The key point of earning money is is what you make then with this profit and with this money. And in that sense is where stays the differential of Mondragon. With our profits are focused to social transformation. If we don't have a competitive cooperative, it's impossible. We don't have impact. There is no social transformation. So we cannot create employment. So we need to have competitive and profitable cooperative. And in that sense, it's important for us innovation and education to be sustainable. That's a key point. And one element that one evidence that we have in that sense is that, for example, in Mondragon region, that's where the highest number of cooperatives are located. For example, it has the highest average personal income from the Basque Country. Basque Country is a rich region in Spain, so it's one of the Mondragon region. It has it's the region that has the highest in Basque Country, and also it has the lowest poverty rate in Basque Country. So we think that we are having an impact in this social transformation of our territory.
Thank you, Marta. That's very, very useful. So, تقول مارتا أنه بالنسبة لعمل كل التعاونيات مال موندراكون التحول الاجتماعي هو صميم العمل مالتهم. الربح هو دافع ولازم تكون التعاونيات مربحة ولكن ما نعمل في الربح. الأرباح تستخدم للتحول الاجتماعي، هذا هو الهدف الأساسي. الابتكار والتعلم شيء جدا مهم في تطوير هذه التعاونيات. وكمثل عن شلون الأرباح والعمل مع التعاونيات أدى إلى تطور اجتماعي كبير، مثلا في مناطق موندراكون من إسبانيا بها أعلى مستوى معاشي من كل إسبانيا بالنسبة للناس، من المستوى المعيشي للناس، وأقل مستوى بطالة. فهم يركزون على زيادة الرفاه الاجتماعي، تحسين وضع الناس، التحول الاجتماعي، وتشجيع الابتكار والتعليم. وهذا هو هدف الربح وليس الربح بحد ذاته يعني.
And how previous one.
Sorry, yeah, okay.
I haven't finished.
Sorry.
And how what are the characteristics of this social transformation? Well, we have cooperatives that operate in the global markets, but our companies are really rooted to the territory. And for example, the name of the corporation is Mondragon. We have not been really original. It's the name of the town where was created the first cooperative. So, and clear evidence, it's nearly impossible to get it. Territory and society, it's really important. Also, the generation and the equitable distribution of wealth. We have a sentence, no one behind. And in that sense, what we are looking is a fair wealth distribution. Being member offers us the opportunity to have the profits of the company. We receive, if the company has profit, we receive a part of the profits that we as a workers, we have generated. So it's not a capitalist that takes the money. The people who has generated this benefit, this profit, receive a part of it. And that's an important way for transforming the society. There is a more fair distribution of wealth. Also, people is in the center. We try to have people in the center. Workers are the owners of the company, so they are really committed with their company. They are committed in getting profits, and they also are committed in having a good job conditions. And this is also an element that we consider really important. The employment generation and the employability. As I told you before, the social transformation, it can only, or we consider that a way to succeed is through the generation of employment, that people can get a fair wage for the work that they are doing and taking part in the profit distribution of the company. Also the cooperation ecosystem. Here in Basque Country, there is the culture of auzolan, of doing things in a cooperatively way, of helping each other. So this is a culture that it has also been translated to the business culture. And also innovation, as I told you before, we need to be sustainable, we need to be profitable, and we need to have a competitive product and services. So innovation is a key point. And finally, this commitment with the territory, it's also expressed through the participation, and it's also, we also support social initiatives and that could improve the society. We take part in culture, non-profit organization, we support education activities. So as part of our, one part of the profits of our companies are destinated to this social initiative.
Thank you, Marta. يعني مارتا تركز أكثر طبعا حول قضية الهدف من العمل هو التحول الاجتماعي. يعني خلق الثروة والتوزيع العادل لها بالمجتمع. هاي قضية مهمة بالنسبة لتعاونيات موندراكون. كجزء من التحول الاجتماعي طبعا الربح اللي تعملها أي تعاونية بعد دفع الأجور وبعد كل المصاريف، الربح قسم منه يروح إلى العمال. العمال هم الأصل، هم المركز. وبالنسبة لازم مو بس الوضع المعاش العمال، بس تحسين بيئة العمل قضية مهمة. فهاي بالنسبة للربح جزء منه يروح العمال. الجزء الثاني يروح لدعم المبادرات الاجتماعية ومنظمات أخرى بالمجتمع. فالأرباح هي قسم منها للعمال اللي يشتغلون بالمؤسسة، ما تروح لأي مالك. جزء من العمال الأرباح وجزء منها تروح لدعم مبادرات اجتماعية ومنظمات أخرى في المجتمع، خاصة المنظمات غير الربحية يدعموها بشكل كبير، ويركزون بشكل مهم على قضية التضامن ودعم المبادرات الاجتماعية. فأكو تركيز على التضامن ودعم المبادرات الاجتماعية والتركيز على الابتكار اللي بالإنجليزي يسموه innovation. Thank you, Marta. I'll go to the next one.
Okay, and it was not created in a day like Rome. Rome wasn't created in a day, and also Mondragon. It has been a long journey until nowadays. All this started in 1941 when José María Arizmendiarreta arrives at Mondragon. He was a Catholic priest that in 1941 was destinated to Mondragon. And he was a priest, and he had a clear purpose when he arrived of improving the quality standards, living standards of the Mondragon population. It was it was at this moment Spain was getting out from the civil war, so it was a period of really poverty where people were living a lot of difficulties for the most part of the population. And so he tried to give a future for the young people of Mondragon. There was a big industry in Mondragon in that sense, and this industry had a school, but it was only for the workers, for the sons of the workers, and the rest of the people could not be a student of this school. So that's why in 1943 he decided to create the professional school, where he offered training to all the young people that were interested. In this school he gave technical training, but also Christian values education. So it was like the first step was to educate people and to create a group of persons that share the same values. And in 1950, it was created the first cooperative. It was named Ulgor, and the challenge was how to manage a company with a new values, with the solidarity that they were looking for, with solidarity, with this wealth where the workers could take part in the company, with the fair distribution of the profit. And they found that the best form to get this goal was the creation of cooperatives. They do not decide, we are going to create a cooperative. No, it was different. They said, okay, we want to make a different company, another kind of companies, how we can make it. And they found out that the cooperative form was the best, or the one that was more suitable to get the goal. Then during the 50s, it was a period of cooperative creation. At the end of the 60s, it was nearly 14 new cooperative. And in that sense, I would like to explain you that with the profits that they get from the first cooperative, they reinvest in the creation of other cooperative. That's why there is this period of creation of new cooperative. The profits of the cooperative were reinvested in the creation of new cooperative to have a higher impact. And in this process of profit creation, they find the need, or they had the need of finance all this process. That's why in 1959, they create the bank, Laboral Kutxa, that it's a cooperative bank as well, to facilitate finance to the cooperative that were created. In 1967, they had another problem, is that the workers that were owners of the cooperative, they didn't have the right to access to the public social assistance. So that's why they created Lagunaro. And Lagunaro offered to these workers sanity and also the retirement pensions, or a system of pension when they get retired. And also another important milestone, it takes part in 1973, when it's created the first research center. So innovation in the earliest years of the cooperative movement creation, it was an important part. It was in the mind of the Mondragon creators, the importance of being innovative. In the 80s, in the Basque Country, we suffered a quite important economic crisis, and that affected especially to the industry. And that's where all these cooperatives that were sharing these values start to cooperate and collaborate to creating funds for coming from the companies that were working to help all these companies that were suffering or that they having a bad time. And also they created the mechanism of relocation of the workers, because the workers are owners. So if the company shuts down, they don't have access to a pension, or all these workers, they were relocated in other companies of Mondragon. Igual, Ali, if you want, maybe you can translate this part and then the second stage.
اوكي ممتاز. اللي تقول مارتا انه الوصول الى النجاح اللي سوته موندراغون مو كان قضيه سهله، كان كثير من العمل الشاق. طبعا هي تاسست من قبل قسيس كاثوليكي ارز مندراتي، اذا كنت الاسم صحيح مارتا، ارز منديراتي is the name of the Catholic priest. بعد الحرب على الأهلية الإسبانية ما كان الوضع المعيشي جدا سيء، سووها ب 1941 وموجودة هي التفاصيل مالتها، بس راح أركز على القضايا الأساسية. أنه واحدة من القضايا الأساسية اللي قالتها مارتا أنه الأرباح من التعاونيات الأولى استثمرت في التعاونيات الأخرى. فكان التعاونيات الأولى استثمرت بالتعاونيات الأخرى، وطبعا أسسوا أول بنك كايلا بورال 1959 لهدف مساعدة التعاونيات في بنائها والاستثمار. فأول بنك تعاوني هو تأسس ذاك الوقت. الشيء الآخر المهم هو ب 1967 القانون الإسباني بذاك الوقت ما كان يعترف بالتعاونيات وما كان يوفر الضمان الاجتماعي للعمال، وبالتالي اضطروا يسوون تعاونية حتى توفر ضمان اجتماعي للعمال. طبعا الفلوس ما تجي من الارباح التعاونيات الاخرى، فبداوا ياسسون الضمان الاجتماعي للعمال. وطبعا بدا اول مركز بحوث، هاي قضيه مهمه جدا، بال 1973 وبالثمانينيات كان الوضع الاقتصادي سيء، كل اوروبا اعتقد وكل العالم وباسبانيا، واضطرت التعاونيات تتعاون بيناتها حتى تخلق فرص عمل وحتى توفر ضمان اجتماعي للعمال اللي يتركون العمل يوم بعض التعاونيات تفشل يعني. فقضية التضامن قضية أساسية. Okay, Marta, I translated summary of what you said so far.
So in 1986, Spain is integrated in the European Union. So start a lot of legal changes, and also the market is open. We start like a first step of globalization, and and we have to adapt to this. All the cooperatives have to adapt to this new framework. And in 1991, it's created MCC. That's the corporation. And with the creation of the corporation, all these tools that we have been using of reconversion and employment relocation are formally created and are formally adopted for all the cooperative. In 1997, is created Mondragon University. The school, as we have seen before, was created in 1943, but is in this year where the three faculties or the three different cooperatives that they gave different kind of trainings, they join in a unique university. And this is Mondragon University, where it was created. And in this period is where also knowledge start to have a central point. Is where apart from the university, from the education, there is the development and the creation of the rest of technological centers. So there is this need of highest value proposal, higher level of knowledge of our products and other service. It's also translated to the creation of this new structure, the university and the technological centers. And in 2003, it happens integration of Grupo Ulma, that they are 8 cooperative that are integrated in the corporation. Well, but all these years we have suffered also crises, and especially we have suffered 2008 crisis. It has been like a inflection point for Mondragon Corporation. In 2008 also 2 cooperatives leave the corporation. They were Ampo and Iriza. And we start to face some difficulties. And the most important was in 2013, where Fagor Industrial, that was the first cooperative created, Ulgor, as I told you before, Ulgor was the first cooperative created. During all these years, at the end, they changed the name and it was converted in Fagor Electrodomésticos. And in 2013, due to the crisis, the economical crisis, and after a lot of years of solidarity of the cooperative, the corporation decided to shut down the company and shut down the cooperative. So it was a critical moment because there were like 1,000 workers that have to be relocated, and we managed, we succeeded. And that's the importance of cooperation and solidarity. You know, it has been like, okay, we have managed to and we have succeeded this critical moment. And nowadays we have recovered this situation, and we are facing the future challenges that we have as corporation.
Thank you, Marta. By the way, we've done more than 50 minutes so far. So maybe if everybody agrees, I think people are very interested in what we are saying. Maybe we should allow another 10 or 15 minutes to finish the presentation because of the translations taking longer. يعني احنا صار لنا 50 دقيقة، بس إذا سمحوا لنا الأخوان الموضوع شيق جدا، راح نسمح ب10 دقائق و 15 دقيقة أخرى حتى تكمل مارتا البرزنتيشن. بس أنا إذا أترجم البقية، إسبانيا شاركت دخلت السوق الأوروبية المشتركة ب 1986 وهذا أدى لتوسع السوق. طبعا كل التعاونيات كانت تشتغل بيناتها بشكل يعني تتعاون بيناتها، بس ما كان اكو لها اطار رسمي. الاطار الرسمي صار من سوا والموندراكون كوربوريشن، مؤسسة موندراكون ب 1991. هاي قضية مهمة كانت. وجامعة موندراكون تأسست 97 وتوسعت ب 2003، بس جت الأزمة الاقتصادية الكبرى بالعالم 2008 اللي أثرت على كان وضع صعب بالنسبة لهم. خرجت 2 من تعاونيات من مجموعة ب 2008، بس 2013 كان نكسة صغيرة لأنه أول تعاونية اللي كان اسمها أولغور، وبالتالي تغير اسمها إلى فاجور إلكتروميديسكوس. اضطرت تسد، ما قدرت تستمر، وكان حوالي 1000 عامل راحوا على البطالة، بس بسبب التضامن هواية من العمال أخذوهم إلى التعاونيات الأخرى وقدروا يتجاوزون الأزمة بالسنين وراها، والآن في توسع وأكو تحديات أخرى اللي جابها موندراكون. Marta, if we could summarize a little bit, I'll be grateful going forward.
Okay. Okay, and what are nowadays challenges that we are facing as corporation? Well, the first one is we are suffering with demographic changes. Here in Spain, we are having a problem of aging. The population is getting older, and that it has an implication in talent attraction and talent retention in the cooperative. But also, it offers an opportunity, and the opportunity is the creation of new business linked to these silver economy opportunities. And with this, old people need other kind of services, other kind of products. So this is an opportunity that for us. Also, we are facing all these economical changes that are taking place with these high interest rates, the inflation that we are suffering nowadays, the increase of energy cost. We have to manage all this situation. Of course, all we are facing these quick technological changes, Internet of Things, Industry 4.0, artificial intelligence. All these elements are changing the way that we are producing and that we consume, and we have to adapt to all these changes as well. And these cultural changes that implies also that we have to upgrade these cooperative values to connect with the society. The values from 1941 are not suitable for the current society and the current cultural changes that are taking place. So we need to upgrade and to adapt to all these changes. And of course, we cannot forget the environmental issue. Climate change, sustainability, circular economy are elements that have a clear impact in our activities. Our activities have to be more efficient, more resource intensive, and with a lower impact in the environment. So these are the challenge that we are facing. We need to adapt and for being competitive. And I think that also it's a key element of Mondragon, no? That, or a thing that it has succeeded, that it has had the capacity to adapt to all the changes that has been taking place during these 75 years. And well, Ali, if you want, maybe translate.
Yeah, thanks. اللي يقوله مارتا انه طبعا التعاونيات كل العالم دي جابه تغيرات كبرى اللي تفرض تحديات يجب ان تتعاطى معها التعاونيه موندراكون. واحده من التغيرات ديموغرافيه، كبار السن، صار نسبه كبيره بالمجتمع، بس هاي تخلق فرص جديده بنفس الوقت لمشاريع اجتماعيه. اكو تغيرات تقنيه كبرى، الذكاء الاصطناعي، الانترنت، كل التغيرات التقنيه الكبرى اللي نجابها بالمجتمع. اكو مشاكل الطاقه اللي جابها اوروبا الان، وغلاء المعيشه اللي اثر عليهم، وبنفس الوقت التحديات التغير المناخي، وبنفس الوقت صارت تغيرات ثقافيه كبرى. فالثقافه مال 1941 مو مثل الان، لازم يتعاطون معاها. اوكي مارتا.
Okay. Then Ali told me that you were interested also in some training courses from Mondragon University. One of the goals of Mondragon University is to facilitate new qualified professionals to the COPs. So the degrees offered and the courses that they offer are really focused on the cooperative needs. And they also have training for professionals and workers to be upgraded and to have qualified persons to make the cooperative competitive and innovative. So these are the two goals of Mondragon University. And well, Ali, if you want to translate, and then we can go on.
Sorry, what يعني اللي قالتها مارتا انه التدريس والتعليم والثقافه جزء مهم من نشاطهم، فتأسست جامعه موندراكون اللي هي من توحيد 3 جامعات. Okay, Marta, so I translate.
Yes. They offer degrees, but they also offer training courses for professionals. And I have in the following slide, Ali, can you?
Yeah. Okay, so فهم مو بس يوفرون شهادات جامعيه يعني يعرف هي مو بس للبكالوريوس، بس الماجستير والدكتوراه، بس عندهم كورسات مختلفه لمهارات اللي راح تشرحها بالتفصيل مارتا. Okay, Marta. I go to the next slide.
Yes, please. So here is the offer that they have nowadays currently Mondragon University for professionals in cooperativism. They are offering a course for cooperative platforms that's online, and the focus is create cooperatives where workers owners could offer their service through the internet or through a collaborative platform, and it's for offering their products or services in a digital environment. And for example, one of the examples is how, for example, riders that can have can create a cooperative with a proper wage and being the owners of their cooperative, of their company. Another course is this one of cooperative management, that it's focused on techniques and tools for an excellent management of cooperatives. So the issues that the goals that and the issues that they teach are linked to strategy of cooperative marketing, economic and finance management, and it's focused to managers and directors of COPs. So at the end, it's a very technical course for cooperative management. Then there is another one with more content that this is what they call innovation and management in cooperativism course. And here the goal is learn to students tools for innovate in economic and social management, and it's focused to cooperatives, but also for social economy organizations. And finally, there is this university expert course in cooperativism that here it's a more theoretical course, and it's focused or it's thought for members of the social council and the governing council of the cooperative. And the issues that they learn there are cooperative governance, culture, persons management, and all these values of cooperativism and social transformation. So it's more a theoretical course to strengthen this cooperative experience. And well, Ali, if you want, you can translate.
Okay, thanks. فالكورسات اكو واحد منهم اول كورس اللي هو دوره المنصات التعاونيه، هي للناس اللي يريدون يسوون تعاونيات في مجال المنصات. يعني مثلا خلينا ناخذ يعني مثلا كتعاونيه هي لتوزيع الغذاء، نسميها بالانجليزي ديليفري، فود ديليفري، توزيع الغذاء على الناس، او تعاونيات لسواق السيارات يقدمون خدمات تاكسي. اي تعاونيات اللي اي انواع من العمل اللي تعتمد على المنصات، اللي الناس يستخدمون المنصه حتى يقدمون خدمات للمواطنين بدل ما يكون لها مالك يصير بها تعاونيات. فهم هذا كورس خاص للناس اللي في جميع البلدان اللي يريدون يسوون هيك نوع من التعاونيات، هيك نوع من الاعمال. دوره اداره التعاونيات اللي هي 160 ساعه وبسعر 300 يورو، تحتاج الحضور حوالي شهر، تصير في موندراكون، وربما احنا كنا نروح مجموعه كبيره نقضي شهر هناك في اسبانيا في هذه الدوره. هاي يسويها هذه اي واحد يريد يبدي تعاونيات يقدر يستخدم هذه الدوره، دوره اداره التعاونيات اللي يريد يبدي تعاونيات. دوره الابتكار واداره التعاونيات هذه 500 ساعه كلها اونلاين، وهي تقريبا مثل الماجستير، يعني متطوره اكثر، تركيز اكثر بها اونلاين. هي دوره الابتكار واداره التعاونيه. وطبعا تالي اللي قالت عليها مارتا اللي هي دوره خبير جامعي في التعاونيه، هذه بالحقيقه مخصصه للاساتذه في الطاقم الاكاديمي اللي يريد يدرس التعاونيات بشكل نظري في الجامعات مثلا. فهي هذه اكثر نظريه مخصصه للاساتذه اللي يدرسون التعاونيات. Thank you, Marta. This is sorry, summarize them.
And finally, Ali, if you want, you can go next. And finally, to sum up and to summarize, I would like to show you this video because, as the proverb says, a picture is worth a thousand words. So probably you will have a clear idea after watching this video.
Okay, I will click it. I hope that it works.
This is Dan, Deloitte trained chartered accountant.
عفوا استاذ علي، ما نشوف الفيديو بس نسمع الصوت، فقط الصوت.
انا بس لحظه، لازم اغير الشير.
Now, Ali.
Now you can see it.
لو توسع الصورة لو سمحت.
ماكو صوت.
ماكو صوت.
صوت ما موجود.
العفو، ده سمعون صوت؟
لا
صوت ماكو.
ماكو صوت. اوكي، شلون نسويها هذه؟ زين هسه احاول مره اخرى نشوف اذا الشير نغيره، لان هو الشير المفروض I am sharing the screen، فالمفروض يصير يعني بالحقيقه. انتوا على زوم تسمعون الصوت او لا؟
علي اصور لانه الجهاز يعني السيستم مال الاوديو مال الكمبيوترز موجه على شو اسمه على الزوم.
اي
فما يقدر ياخذ من غير مكان.
زين موجه على زوم.
هو الكمبيوتر انت مشكل بيه في السماعه او شيء؟ يعني هو اي صوت خارجي يقدر ياخذه؟
هو يقدر ياخذ اي صوت خارجي بالحقيقه.
إيه. انت دا تسمعه من يمك؟
اي دا اسمعه من يمي. اي هاي دا اسمعه من يمي. خلي اجرب هذا شوف اذا يتغير.
عليه
تسمعون؟
اي هسه تمام. لا رجع راح. اي ماكو صوت.
هسه اكو صوت؟
لا.
اي مع الاسف يعني ما يقدر، لازم الناس تشوفها تالي بس.
اي يطلع ويختفي.
يعني دا يكتبوا لي انه مو مهم الصوت، يعني نقدر نشوف هيك.
وسع الصورة.
Well, it doesn't matter علي.
لا مو فول سكرين، اكو بس توسيع.
وعلى اليوتيوب هذا شوي.
يمكن لو تشرح لنا يعني شنو بال
Well, these images are all of them from Mondragon, and this is the wave of Mondragon, and we think that it can inspire others for searching for other models of a more fair economy and another way of doing business, and another way of economy is possible. That's our message.
Thank you, Marta. يعني مثل ما شفتوا من الفيلم ديراوي كيف هاي التعاونيات العلمية المتطورة بالروبوتكس والسيارات وغيرها بس بالحقيقة هي الإنسانية في قلبها، والهدف منها تخليق اقتصاد متكافئ للناس اللي بالمساواة بين الناس في هاي التقنيات التعاونيات المتقدمة. وبالحقيقة الفيلم جدا يشجع يراوي كيف الناس لما يعملون سوا يقدرون يحققون المعجزات، وموندراكون أثبتتها بالعمل بالحقيقة. واحنا نشكر مارتا على هذا التقديم الجيد. طبعا الآن نقبل الأسئلة إذا أي واحد يسأل. Marta, thank you very much. It's very inspiring. And really it was a great value to us. And now I will accept questions either from YouTube that Saab will pass or from our colleagues in here. Please, if you have any questions or you want to contribute for a minute or two, we are now 7:25, so it's been really 1 hour 15 minutes, but probably we'll give it another 15 minutes for question and answers unless people want to talk more. So any questions, please?
Hani.
Hani?
Okay, I have many thanks for the beautiful presentations. And really, quite frankly, you take a lot of information from that. So I am lost to really put them together to ask which question which occurred in your speech or your presentation. But it kept in my mind that is the conditions of the workers in any particular cooperative. Sometimes their situations differ. Like, for instance, somebody got a lot of members of the family, children or something like that. And some people, they are on their own. And they're doing a similar job. Do they have any differentiation for their income?
Yes, each cooperative have a range of what we call indices, and it's a range according to your apportation or the value that you generate to the cooperative. You have a wage. So not all the workers, we don't have all the workers the same wage. It depends on the responsibility that you are taking, and also on the activities that you are developing in the company. But we have standards that you say, okay, if all the same level of workers, they will be paid the same. If there are a stair of remuneration according to the level of responsibility that you are taking into the company, but the workers that are in the same level, they all have the same salary.
I'll just translate to Arabic. هاني لازم سأل مارتا انه العمال في تعاونية معينة عندهم ظروف مختلفة، مثلا عندهم بعضهم عندهم اطفال، بعضهم ما عندهم اطفال، يقومون باعمال مختلفة. هل الاجور العمال نفس الشيء لو مختلفة؟ مارتا تقول اسعار الاجور ممكن تكون مختلفة فحسب المسؤولية، بس بشكل عام مثلا العمال اللي في مستوى معين او يقومون بوظائف مشابهة لهم نفس الأجور. Marta, if I just ask question, compliment on this one, is the payment levels for workers in a cooperative, is that, who will decide on that? Is that decided by the workers democratically? Who sets the policy?
Yes, in our case, I told you the experience of LKS. We designed this index of salaries, and this proposal was voted in the General Assembly by the workers, and they accepted, as well as the evaluation of the workers, all these the level of the part of the salary that we obtain from the benefits, All these things are voted every year in the General Assembly.
يعني مارتا حسب سؤالي مارتا تجاوب انه مستوى الاجور ولو يختلف من تعاونيه بس هذا المستوى يقرروه العمال بنفسهم بالتصويت في المؤتمر السنوي. فبالحقيقه مستويات الاجور هي تقرر من قبل العمال نفسهم وطريقه الدفع ضمن بالمؤتمر السنوي.
So in our case, first the management made a proposal to the governing council. The governing council accepted or make their apportations to this proposal, and then was vote in the General Assembly.
يعني بالنسبه للشركه التعاونيه الاستشاريه مع مارتا كمثل، يعني الاداره قدمت تصور لمستويات اجور العمال، والعمال في المؤتمر السنوي العام صوتوا عليها واصبحت السياسه مال المؤسسه.
Can I ask another one?
تفضل هاني.
يمكن ابن يمكن
صعب
صعب
صعب. اوكي
تفضل صعب.
الافضليه صعب.
لا اوكي thank you. I will speak my questions first. Actually, I have very many questions, but I will choose only 3 just to make it easy for you. I will say them first in Arabic, if you please. أنا اختاريت 3 أسئلة من مجموعة الأسئلة اللي عندي، فراح أحكي بالعربي أول مرة بعدين راح أترجمها. السؤال الأول هو أريد أعرف شنو المشكلة الأساسية اللي هي تمثل التعاونيات، يعني شنو المشكلة اللي تخلي التعاونية تختلف عن بقية الشركات، وأيضا الجزء الثاني منها هو شنو هي الأفضلية للتعاونية كشركة. هذا السؤال الأول. السؤال الثاني
السؤال صعب، ايش تقصد السؤال الثاني الأفضلية؟
يعني كونها تعاونية هذه الشركة يعطيها أفضليات معينة على الشركات الأخرى حتى تربح مثلا، يعني تخليها أكثر كفاءة بشكل مثلا إذا كان أكو شيء، وبنفس الوقت تخلي عليها مشاكل معينة اللي ما تعاني منها بقية الشركات. فهي الكاركترستيك بروبلم يعني مال الشركة، الكاركترستيك ادفانتج مال الشركة شنو؟ السؤال الثاني هو أنه أقدر أتخيل أنه التعاونيات ممكن أن تشتغل بالأعمال الستاندرد، مثلا الأعمال القياسية، مثلا المعمل، المنتجات أو الزراعة، لكن شلون تتعامل مع القضايا اللي ما محددة بشكل سهل، مثلا الاختراعات، إذا رسامين مثلا، فنانين، هل بالإمكان هل أكو في التعاونية بهذا الاتجاه؟ هل أكو تجربة بهذا الاتجاه؟ السؤال الثالث بسيط، هو هل أنه أكو فد يوم مفتوح في موندراكون اللي الواحد يقدر يزورها أو يشوف شلون يشتغلون، يقدرون يقدموا له توضيح بهذا الموضوع؟ أحكيها بالإنجليزية الأسئلة مالتي؟
تفضل.
على السريع.
واحد أحسن.
أي واحد هو طبعا واحد. يعني قصدك أنه واحد وبعدين نعطيها فرصة تجاوب وبعدين. Okay. So Marta, I'm going to ask you only 3 questions, just because we are friends. We don't want to push you too much. My first question, it is the most difficult actually, is what is, no, it is the second difficult one. What is the characteristic problem in a community or in a corporation, co-op. What is the problem that you will always face when you make a co-op that is special for the co-op, that it is different from other companies because it is co-op, because of these special relations, they get this kind of problem. And on the other side, what is the advantage of having such a structure that makes co-op maybe more efficient than other companies? This is the first. Second is, I can imagine that, do you want to answer one by one?
Marta, you have to open your mic, please.
You must open your mic, Marta.
Sorry, maybe I give you first an answer because about the problems that are facing the cooperative. One problem that in general, not only from the cooperative of Mondragon, even that we are in Basque Country and we have this culture of cooperativism for a long time. It doesn't exist a cultural conscious of cooperativism, what is, and all these impacts. So sometimes people doesn't know what is a cooperative, what are the values, what are the benefits. And entrepreneurs, when they want to create a new cooperative, a new company, they even don't know what is a cooperative. So they create other kind of economical structures, the normal companies, because there are a lot of institutions or the institutions that help entrepreneurs to develop their project. They even don't know what is a cooperative, what are the positive impact. So we think that there is a lack of knowledge of what a cooperative is and about the impacts. That this, according to the creation of cooperativism, we also have a different legal framework for being a cooperative. So this is also another element. People don't know much. All these consultancy companies, assessors, they don't know really much all this legal framework, and this is also an element that it's difficult, no? That it doesn't make easier the creation of new cooperative.
Okay, and advantage?
The advantage of being a cooperative, well,
in the sense that it is that it makes it more efficient. I mean,
efficient, yes, because there is a high level of commitment, of workers' commitment, and this is a key element. If we have to work without an extra with an extra being extra paid, we stay. I'm not working 8 hours. I'm working 10, but the company is mine. Later I will have a part of the benefits of the company will be mine as well. So the level of commitment of workers is level in cooperative, and also that is one reason why there is less rotation than a normal company. You are owner, it's more difficult that you leave the cooperative than if you are working in a company where you are a worker. You are owner.
If I translate this one, الإخصاء يسأل إنه شنو المشاكل الأساسية اللي تواجه التعاونيات إذا واحد يقارنها بالشركات، وشنو هي الفوائد بنفس الوقت. مارتا تقول يعني حتى لو تاخذون مقاطعة الباسك اللي بها ثقافة التعاونية موجودة صار لها سنين 1941 مثل ما ذكرت، القضية ثقافة التعاونية مو موجودة عميقة في نفسية الناس. يعني من الواحد يدون يسوون شيء عمل ما تجي على عقلهم رأسا في انه يصير تعاونية، ربما يسوون شركات اخرى. وبالتالي قضية نشر ثقافة التعاونيات هي واحدة من التحديات اللي تواجههم، وبنفس الوقت التعاونيات لإطار قانوني مختلف. فهذه بعض التحديات اللي تواجه التعاونيات. من ناحية الفوائد من التعاونية، واحدة من القضايا الأساسية لأنه هي التعاونيات هي للعمال اللي هم يملكوها، قضية الالتزام بالعمل قضية كبيرة وتساعد في كفاءة العمل وفي تقدم. فأعتقد هذا هو الجواب. السؤال الثاني إذا نستعجل شوية.
Yes. My next question is, I can understand that a co-op can easily adopt itself to production lines that are standard. But how about artists, for example? Can some artists make a co-op, for example, a number of painters?
Yes, they can create a cooperative gallery where all the painters are the owners of the gallery, and they can try to distribute or to sell their paints in a jointly way. So at the end, we consider that any sector can be a cooperative. You just need to join people and to work together and to collaborate.
Was there also an experience in Mondragon about this?
No, about artists, no. But for example, we have schools that are cooperative. We have languages schools. We have elderly houses. I don't know, services for elderly persons. We have supermarkets. We have sport shops. And we have industries, and we have consultancy companies, technological research centers. So we have a bank. So we think that all the sectors can be cooperatives, companies.
If I could translate. فالسؤال الصعب الثاني انه هل ممكن التعاونيات تكون في مجالات محدده، مثلا تعاونيات في مجال الثقافه او للفنانين او الرسامين. By the way, Marta is a very good painter, artist. That's why he's asking. أو في مجال الفنانين، وطبعا مارتا قال ماكو مانع وهي موجوده. وبالحقيقه يعني واحده من التعاونيات نعرفها احنا في بريطانيا، تعاونيه مع الفنانين مع الرسامين في شمال انجلترا يعني. السؤال الثالث صاحب.
السؤال الثالث, is there an open day in Mondragon where you can accept visitors to show them what you're doing?
Yes, we have a center that is in Mondragon, up with the hill in the mountain. There is an old house, well, a palace, and that is from the corporation. And there we made visits, and we organize visits. We accept visitors, and in fact, we like that people come to visit us and to see it in real. And I also would like to say that maybe you have seen that and you say, wow, that's really inspiring. There are also things that we have to improve. There are a lot of things that we have to improve as well. We are not perfect. Perfection, it doesn't exist, and we are not perfect. This is not paradise, and we are not angel. So we have things to improve as well. Take in mind that there are things that are working, but are other things that we need to think about in the future.
But how do we arrange this? Is there some website or something to?
Yes, I think that if you go to Mondragon website, there is one section that is visitors. Look, I think that somebody has.
This one?
Yes, I put the website.
Okay.
Yeah.
This correct?
Yeah.
شكرا. لو تخلينا الرابط بالشات بليز.
Yes.
بس اجاوب على اسئله لان اكو هواي ناس.
mondragon.cooperative.com.
الصاحب سأل اذا اكو يوم مفتوح لزياره موندراغون، ومارتا قالت بالتاكيد موجود، واكو مركز اللي ممكن واحد يزوره ويتعرف على موندراغون. بس اضافت قضيه مهمه، انه ولو القضيه مو كلها اشياء نجاحات كبرى، اكو بنفس الوقت مشاكل، فهم واللي واحد يتعلم من عندها. فهم مارتا تريد تركز على القضيه، وانه اكو النجاحات الكبرى اللي نعرفه، اكو بعض التحديات اللي تجابهوا اللي يزورون موندراكون ممكن يتعرفون على الاثنين يعني. أنا بالحقيقة الآن عندي اللي فاتحين الأخ صلاح أول مرة وتالي الأخ أياد الصالح. أول مرة صلاح إذا تحكي وتالي هانية أعرفك تالي تجيب الكيو الأخ صلاح.
Yes, hi. Thanks a lot for today. It's really useful. I just have two questions. I mean, you have talked about a long history for Mondragon. You have been up to like about 80 years for now, a little bit over that. I was just thinking, like, if you go back in time, would you change anything or would you do anything differently? I mean, you had like maybe two setbacks in 2008, 2013. You had to close Fagora and that. So would you do anything differently to avoid those setbacks?
Yes. Yes, I'm sure that we will make different things. For example, we have these solidarity funds to help companies. Maybe we and how we understood in those moments solidarity were not in a correct way. This created also tensions between cooperative, the ones that were giving money. There were cooperatives that had to give a lot of money to try to save Fagor Electrodomésticos, and at the end it didn't succeed. So maybe some decisions should be taken earlier, and also maybe some control mechanism about when a cooperative have been in troubles from the corporation should be created, or it would be useful for us to have this control mechanism, because maybe there were things that were not properly done.
Thank you, Marta. السؤال مع صالح انه اذا رجعتي الوقت هل اكو دروس ممكن واحد يستفيد منها من التجربه الطويله اللي حوالي 80 سنه؟ فقالت مارتا بالتاكيد، وطت امثله واحده مثل صندوق التضامن اللي انه تعاونيات تخلق انه ممكن كان ربما يعمل بشكل مختلف، لانه خلق نوع من الضغوط بين التعاونيات في الظروف الاقتصاديه الصعبه. مثل واحده من التعاونيات اللي بقيه التعاونيات دفعت لها هوايه فلوس بس بالاخير اضطرت انه تفلس يعني. فهاي خلقت فاكو دروس واحد يتعلم بها، وتالي ميكانيكيه السيطره والاداره للتضامن بين تعاونيات كان ممكن واحد يتعلم من عندها اكثر. شكرا. الاخ اياد صالح.
نعم، في البداية نشكركم على هذه الفرصة الطيبة للتعرف على فد موضوع مهم جدا وحيوي ومهم بالنسبة لنا عراقيين. I would like to thank you, Marta, for this kind information about this very important subject you are speaking about, which actually we need in our country, in Iraq. I have had a small search about the cooperatives in the Netherlands, where I live, and I found that they started cooperation companies since 100 years ago. The first cooperative started at England, and then they copied in the Netherlands. المهم هذا الموضوع جدا مهم بالنسبة لنا كعراقيين. أنا أعتقد ممكن أن يأثر على ما يمكن شلون تنشأ في التنمية عندك في بلادك. اللي لاحظته الأستاذ صائب سأل سؤال، وأقترح أن يكون هذا السؤال الأول مالته أنه ما هي دوافع إنشاء هذه التعاونيات. What's the main reason to start the cooperatives? In the Netherlands, they started cooperatives of how they can solve the problem of the lot of milk they're producing, and they don't know what to do with this milk. They have a lot of cows, and how do they do it? Nobody can leave his cows and go make they go to sell the milk and meat. So they thought, okay, we join together all, and then we make a company which we own ourselves. Then they started those cooperatives, and those cooperatives were grown up, and they were very big. And then later on, they occupied the market. The same experiment has happened in India. India also, they have done something like this, also for milk. They were helping the farms, the small farmers. They cannot sell their milk in a good price. They collected farmers, small farmers. They provide them with feed for the animals, for medicine for cows, and then they started growing, and they are also grown up. It's very kind that it's very intelligent to get more knowledge from Spain. If there is an experiment, they have gone up and they have got a good experience, and we can let's say, we cannot copy, but we can learn from those experiments to have something, because everybody knows that we have a lot of problems there. For the marshes, for example, it's gone up now, no water. But before, when there was water, there is a lot of cows here. There's a lot of milk, but all are living in very poor conditions. I'm sorry, I mixed it all.
لا ممتاز، ممكن تختصر فيها.
احنا نتشكر من عندها، وهذه فرصة طيبة، وانا اتمنى ان تصير فرصة اكبر ان نلتقي مثلا في تعاونيات من هولندا مثلا، نشوف طريقتهم شنو. موجود طبعا اللي يبحث على الانترنت يلاقي موجودة هالاشياء اللي دا اقولها عني، مو بحث بسيط يعني تقدر تسويه على الانترنت. ويا ريت، لانه نحن نتمنى ان نكون عمل في تقديم زهرة بسيطة إلى بلدنا من بلاد المنفى إن شاء الله. وشكرا لكم.
شكرا. Marta, probably I translate in English and Arabic actually.
Okay.
So probably you could comment on, if you have any comment or.
Yes, I would say there were like three important things in Mondragon creation. The first one was the crisis period that we came in. It was after after the post-war period, where there were no resources, where there was no future for young people. So I think that in this moment of deprivation and of lack of, with very low living standards, it's a moment where appears the innovation, the social innovation, no? And I think that it happened. Also, there was a very strong leadership. This Arizmendarrieta, this priest, it was a person who also, with very strong values, that he could translate the way that his thought he could translate it, and he had followers of the way he was thinking. And also an important element is that in Mondragon there was an industry that offered services to their own workers. Even at the beginning, before the creation of Mondragon, it was called Unión Cerrajera. Arizmendarrieta, the priest, with their solidarity and cooperation values, he went to talk to the owners of the company, and he tried to arrange a way where workers could participate from the company. But the owners, they said that they didn't want to share their company with the workers. They were the owners, and they wanted to be the owners, and they wanted to have the power. So according to this, there were some technical and professional and some technical workers that they followed Mondragon. They follow Arizmendiarrieta, and they help them to create the school. And these workers teach the others all the technical skills that were required to create the company. So that's why in 1951, in 6-7 years, they decided to create a company. They buy, also Spain was an autarkic market. We didn't sell our products to the rest of Europe. So there was a need of industrial products. So they bought, Arizmendiarrieta, in that case, bought the license for produce, and they start to produce these industrial goods. So I think that that's the reason why we have industrial cooperative and not agriculture goods, or that's the reason why our cooperative has a very marked industrial character. Then people was trained also industrially. So when the first cooperative start to grow up and start to get profits, the profits were reinvested in new industries. So that's why it has this tradition or this weight of the industry in our corporation.
And now, if I am a worker in a cooperative, then I have a shares in this company.
ممكن بس أترجم مع الأخت مارتا قبل ما نكمل. العفو الأخ خيال. يعني مارتا بالحقيقة أشارت إلى قضية مهمة، وهي أنه بعد الحرب الأهلية الإسبانية كان أزمة وفقر كبير، بس اللي صار أنه كان هناك ابتكار اجتماعي أنه حتى واحدة من حتى نحل هاي الأزمة بالنسبة للمستوى المعاش الناس كابتكار اجتماعي، صارت فكرة التعاونيات، واللي احتاجت إلى قيادة قوية اللي مثلها بالبداية هاي القسيس. فبالحقيقة ابتكار اجتماعي مع قيادة قوية، وكان التركيز من البداية على الصناعة. فهم من راح المعمل وقال لهم ليش بنسوي تعاونية، أصحاب المعمل طبعا رفضوا، لأنه يقول لك إحنا ملاك المعمل. وبالتالي هو راح وقال أوكي، اشترى اللايسنسز مع بعض الصناعات، وتالي ومع بعض العمال بدأوا يسوون الصناعات مالتهم. لهذا يبين التركيز من البداية هو على الصناعة بالنسبة للتعاونيات. ولهذا نسبة التعاونيات الموندراكون هي واحد صناعية، تعاونيات صناعية من 90 تعاونية هي تعاونيات صناعية بالحقيقة. وقضية المدارس هي قضية مهمة، لأنهم بدأوا أول مرة بالمدارس، فيبين قضية التدريس والتعليم قضية مهمة بالنسبة لهم. Marta, I was saying that you started after 1951 with the schools, so schools and education was quite an important component.
Yes, and it was because it was a technical education, but also values education, where the values of solidarity, of cooperation, of participation were really important, and were a key element why people then followed. And at the beginning, they wanted to create a company where workers could participate and could have participation in the profits of the company that they were generation. That was the challenges that they were facing when they create Mondragon. The values of solidarity was a key element as well.
فالمدارس اللي سووها بالحقيقة قضية مهمة جدا. أعتقد المدارس اللي بدأوا بيها هي مو بس للتعليم قضايا تقنية بالنسبة للصناعة وغيرها والإدارة، بس تعليم الثقافة مع التعاونيات، كيف الناس ممكن يتضامنون سوية حتى يخلقون أعمال اللي هم يملكوها ويجيب منافع للمجتمع. فهاي المدارس كان لها دور جانبي اجتماعي وتقني بنفس الوقت. العفو اياد، بس انت عندك تعليق اخر قبل ما اروح البقيه؟
بس حبيت اسالها انه هل انه انا اذا كنت عامل في هذا المصنع فراح امتلك هذه الحصه في هذا المصنع حتى من اطلع تقاعد هم أنا تبقى الحصه مالتي موجوده لو لا؟ راح اطلع
الأخ أياد يقول sorry Marta, الأخ أياد says that if you are a worker in a factory and you have shares in it, does the shares remain after you retire and you have your pension?
No, when you leave the company, you get all the money that you have obtained.
The investment back?
Yes, you have the investment back. But we have to, it's important to have clear that if the company suffers a crisis, or they are getting, or there are losses, they get the money of the workers as well. So if things work okay, and if we have profits, the workers, they have returns, they receive this part of the profit, and they are accumulated in we call cartillas, no? They are accumulated in every worker has its own fund of money that receive from the profits distribution. But if the company has losses, they use these funds of each worker to revert the situation.
And then when I go out of the company for any reason, then I will take, if it is positive, I take with me. If it's negative, I don't take.
Yes.
Is correct?
Yes.
Then if I retire, I will take, and what is the value that I will take with me? Is it a share, actual share, or it's something?
It depends on the company's evolution, and it depends if it has been only profits, or if it has had losses, and this quantity it's different. But the workers that have the money in the cooperative, they receive a retribution. They receive a payment. That this capital is retributed, is paid every year. So it's a profit and that of the company. That
so this all is to make a promotion for the worker to be involved in the business to the top of the full scale. That's the reason. We can say that the reason that they want the workers to work as much as they can, to give all the best they can to produce the products. That's the reason.
Marta, if I could just one question to clarify, then I'll translate. This policy of what amount of profit is paid back, is that decided by the workers themselves democratically in their general meetings?
Yes, there is a limit. There is a maximum that of interest that you can be that it can be paid for the cooperative, and this is decided in the Congress of the corporation.
Yes.
But then it's each cooperative in the annual assembly, it decides the percentage of retribution to the capital that they give to the workers.
Okay.
Because one part it can be go to reinvest. One part of the profits can go to reinvest in new activities of the company, or this percentage of which part goes to reinvest for the company, or it's maintained in the company, and which one is distributed to the workers. It's decided by the General Assembly each year.
Okay. Thank you very much. إذا ممكن أختصر العمال في تعاونية يمكن يأخذون قسم من الأرباح، وطبعا هذا قد يأخذون من الأرباح، وإذا أخذوها أو لا تعتمد على الوضع الاقتصادي للتعاونية. لأنه الأرباح قسم من عندها تدخل في صندوق حتى يساعد التعاونية في الاستثمار أو لما تيجي الأوقات الصعبة، وقسم منها ممكن تطلع للأرباح. العمال يقررون ضمن أي تعاونية معينة ايش قد نسبة الأرباح اللي ممكن ياخذوها، يعني مو كل الأرباح ياخذوها لأن بعضها تبقى في صندوق للتعاونية أو للتضامن الاجتماعي. هم يقررون بس اكو سقف لهذه الأرباح، اللي يقرر هذا سقف الأرباح هو الكونغرس مع كل التعاونيات. الكونغرس مع كل التعاونيات اللي يجتمع كل سنة، هاي 90 تعاونية اللي هي عضو من الموندراكون كوربوريشن، هو يقرر سقف الأرباح لأنه لازم قسم الأرباح تستخدم لمساعدة التعاونيات فيما بينهم. فهذا الجواب. منو الآن الأخ هاني لازم وتالي صائب. هاني إذا عندك أي سؤال. وتالي أعتقد هاي آخر سؤالين لأنه الوقت داركنا. بس آخر سؤالين تفضل هاني.
السؤال مالي very brief إنه بعض التعاونيات مثل البنك، هل البنك يساعد، مو بس يساعد يعني بس to advise عن صرفيات الكوبراتيف اللي هي تعطي تخلي فلوسها هناك وحسابها بالبنك، هل البنك يعطيها projections أو نظرة مستقبلية لاستثمارات هذه الكوبراتيف أو المخاطر اللي يمكن تمر بيها؟ هذا واحد. واثنين، الكوبراتيف مال الجامعة وخاصة الأقسام اللي تم البزنس أو الأقسام الفنية اللي تخص الصناعة الانجينيرينج أو غيرها، هل تعطي projections أو نظرة مستقبلية للكوبراتيف المصنعة أنه هاي صناعتهم راح تكون obsolete أو ممكن أن يغيروها؟ يعني قصدي أنه التعاون بين الكوبراتيفز على هذا المنوال حتى يتفادون الأخطار. إن كانت مثلا الأزمة مال 2008 و 2009 we know أنه كانت أزمة بنوك وأزمة رأس مال اللي خصت المورجيجز يعني المورجيجز ما أعرف بالعربي شوية.
أوكي هاني.
قروض على مساكن.
أوكي.
هذا اللي أسأله.
Hani has two questions. One of them, do the banks give advice to the cooperatives on their economic planning and financial planning in the banks? And similarly, specialized departments in the Mondragon University, do they also give advice on forecasts for technological trends and where they should invest, where they should go? Does this happen?
Yes. Yes. Well, this technological forecast, we have the technological centers where there are researchers that are the ones who, and also the university, because in the research centers take part also university. So there is cooperation between members of the university and the technical and the research center. So they are the ones who decide, no, or who see, okay, what kind of needs. Well, first of all, the needs of the cooperative to innovate, because each cooperative can have different needs of innovation. So they use the research centers and they give these advice as well. So they say, okay, this business or the trends about this technology are these ones. Yes.
And the banks, what is their role in this?
The bank.
The bank, yeah. The Mondragon Bank.
The bank, especially, it's a key part in the funding, in helping and fund the capital needs of the cooperative. All the inversions, all the investments, the investment needs, capital investment needs that they need, there is the bank. But then the cooperative can decide to sign a credit or with any other bank. So exists Laura Alcucha, that is our cooperative bank. But then if there are other banks that offers you other kind of services that are better or that are more competitive, so the cooperatives can have other suppliers apart of the ones from the cooperative. So we are not closed. For example, in the international way, pues laboral kucha, well, it's not their strength, no, all the international operations of funding. We have subsidiaries in all the world, so there are companies that need to have a very strong partner in international payments, and so was maybe this part it's offered by other entity for other bank entity. So this is also exist. We don't work just with laboral kucha because it's the bank of the cooperative. No, the cooperative then can decide the provider, the supplier that better suits to their needs.
Thank you very much. مارتا جاوب على سؤال هاني انه بالنسبه للنصيحه للتعاونيات حولت اكو عندهم قسم تكنولوجي سنتر اللي هو مثل يعني شو يسميه السنتر هو يعني مركز للتقنيه اللي شغلته يعطي نصائح للتعاونيات الصناعيه حول شنو تصير تطورات بالعالم، والبنك يعطي قروض، بس التعاونيات مو شرط بس تاخذ قروض من البنك مال اللي هو البنك التعاوني، بس كنت تاخذ من التعاونيات الاخرى. الاخ صائب اذا ممكن انميوت.
نعم، اكو سؤال من صلاح جواد على اليوتيوب يقول إذا أردنا أن نطبق فكرة مشابهة في العراق ما هي العوامل الخمسة الرئيسية المطلوبة لإنشاء تعاونية مستدامة؟
اوكي، العوامل الخمسة.
أترجمها لو تترجمها علي؟
ممكن ترجمها.
Okay. A question from the YouTube from Salah Jawad. He says, if we wanted to apply a similar idea in Iraq, what are the most important 5 factors to make a successful sustainable cooperation?
Well, I don't know. I think that it's difficult to replicate the model of Mondragon to any part of the world, because every place has its own culture, its own stakeholders, its own strength, its own weaknesses. So everyone has to be creative and innovative to find a way to succeed in that. So probably it's not just 5 factors that you say, if you do this, you will create a cooperative ecosystem and you will succeed in this process. So it depends on all that things, no? So probably you will need a leader, a strong leadership with a clear view of what you want to get with these elements. You will need also, if it's possible, the support of public administration somehow at the beginning. So probably you will need to have a similar culture or a cultural context that enables to create this ecosystem. Probably you will have to suffer a little bit, suffer in the sense that because I believe that social innovation occurs when there is a real need of change. If there is no real need of change, it's difficult that this kind of processes succeed. So I don't know, maybe I will say this, but I don't have the secret formula to succeed in all this. I think that it's a process of learnings, and in every territory, in everywhere, and in each territory, it will be different, this process. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm not giving the.
No, what Marta is saying is that العفو لازم احكي بالعربي يعني اللي تقول الاخت مارتا انه يعني الجواب صعب على هاي العوامل الخمسه، لانه ما نقدر احنا نستنسخ تجربه موندراكون بشكل اصطناعي، لانه كل مجتمع كل دوله لها ظروفها الخاصه. ماكو بالحقيقه حل سحري يقول لك هاي الخمسه، يجب ان تدرس بعنايه ضمن الظروف المعينه، ضمن ظروف العمل. فهذا هو جوابها بالحقيقه. واحنا بدنا نحاول بحلقه المجرشه بالمشترك انه بدنا نتطرق بالحقيقه الى هاي العوامل بعده حلقات نقاش. راح يجون اخواننا اخوات بالاسابيع القادمه هم يحكون على تجاربهم بالعراق، لانكم بعض التجارب بالعراق. فنامل من خلال هاي القضيه انه الواحد يقدر يوصل الى العوامل. بس if I might ask Marta one thing. Marta, I mean, I translate what you said, but one thing you focus on when you created Mondragon and so on is on the value of education and training. So probably one answer is that right? That we don't know the magic 5, but by people who was cooperatives in Iraq go through courses on how to on the science of cooperatives, on the management. Probably they could then discover themselves what are the 5 magical ones. Is that right?
Yes, education, it's also really important. It was the first thing that was created, the first thing knows that the first value that was created or that was supported the creation of Mondragon, because Arizmendiarrieta in that case, he believed that if people was trained, it was educated, and it will succeed in doing innovation things, in doing technical things, in be competitive. So that's why he started with the creation of the school, because it was, for him, it was really important to have trained people that could take responsibilities for the creation of the company and that could work in a way that could create profits.
مارتا تتاكد يعني تتفق انه على انه ماكو عوامل سحريه، بس قضيه التعليم والدراسه كل عوامل النظام التعاوني مهمه جدا. لهذا هم ركزوا اول شيء سووه بالاربعينيات القرن الماضي انه بدأوا هاي المدارس يعني. فان شاء الله هذا يساعد. اي اسئله اخرى صعب من اليوتيوب؟
لا ما موجود، هذا هو بس.
الاخ كامل مهدي.
Thank you, Marta. Very, very interesting and very illuminating. My own questions are, well, I can understand cooperatives in a specific a company being a cooperative, industrial or whatever. I can understand a group of cooperatives getting together into a specific activity, helping each other in a certain activity, or perhaps a regional cooperative. I can't quite get hold of the wider framework that you have given us. Obviously, the Mondragon Corporation is wider than just companies in one sector or just or in one region. It's wider than that, and that to me is very interesting. But I'm not sure I appreciate how this is actually functioning effectively and really positively in this way. Apart from the values, yes, of course, in terms of values, yes, but I mean, that's much wider. Thank you. I don't know if I should put my question in Arabic or
إذا تريد كامل ممتاز حتى
Ali can do it. I don't know, as you wish.
Okay, so ربما مارتا تجاوبك تالي ترجمة الثانية.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Marta, if you could answer, then I'll translate both. Yeah.
Yes. At the end, this ecosystem is result of all the years. The truth is that we always have tried to adapt to the needs, and we have always been very open to innovation, to invest money in new business, in new. That's an element that has helped us to diversify our structure, because it has been a real effort to generate new businesses in all this. And according to the changes that has been happening during all these years, that's why we have diversified. We have created a big super retail chain, because the consumers' habits have changed. People go to a big supermarket once a week to make all the shopping, no? So we have tried to adapt to the new needs of the society or of our customers, and this it has been an investment. And from the first time, it has we have been focused in generating new activities to generate new employment and to get this social transformation goal. Nowadays, it's really difficult nowadays to create a cooperative, to make new businesses. Probably in the IT sector, it's easier to create new companies because it's a sector that is evolving really quickly, where are appearing new activities, new services, new products. So probably in this sense, there is one new way of creating companies.
كامل جاوبتك مارتا على السؤال؟
Sorry?
Yes. I think yes, I understand. I understand fully what you said. But you're saying you just added something which is that is nowadays it's more difficult, because what the structure of economic institutions and the culture of neoliberalism or whatever is now not a conducive environment for creating cooperatives. But that, I mean, so can I just ask very simply that is this still a problem for an individual cooperative emerging, or is it a problem for the Mondragon type of wider kind of cooperative framework?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think that are joined in a sense. If we don't create new cooperative, how we can continue generating new employment? And probably now this is one of the challenges that Mondragon is facing, how to create all these new cooperatives, how to support this new cooperative and to attract them, because you can help to create a new cooperative. You can, there is Lane, for example, Mondragon University has a degree of entrepreneurship, where they are creating new cooperative, but then it's the cooperative who has to decide if they want to integrate it to Mondragon, no? And probably in the future, it will be one of the debates that the corporation will have to face, no? How we create new cooperative and how we attract as well, because of course inside the cooperative we can create, but also outside there can be companies, no, that new cooperatives that, and this is not happening. New companies, they do not integrate on Mondragon, no? So, and this is a question that we have to ask. And as well, there is another cultural thing and values thing. Nowadays, solidarity, cooperativism are not fashion. We are going against the mainstream, no? As a society, every time is more individualistic. So we are going a little bit against the mainstream, no? And this is also a thing that we have to, that's why I said before, no? We have to upgrade the values to make attractive to the talent to come to cooperative, to work, to collaborate, and maybe we have to integrate other kind of organizations. Maybe it's not only being a cooperative, maybe worker owners organizations or companies or third sector of companies also can be an interesting partners for Mondragon to cooperate and open a little bit more the kind of organizations that we are offering, no, our services.
You mean social enterprises, for example?
Mm-hmm. Yes, going to foundations, to associations. So maybe we have to, I don't know, I don't have the answer. Maybe we have to open to others that share the same values. Of course, with the same values, it doesn't have sense to collaborate with a bank that doesn't have any kind of, or with a multinational like Coca-Cola, if we don't share the values. But maybe there are other kind of organizations that we should open to them.
Thank you, Marta. If I may translate. الأخ كامل يقول يعني هو يفهم انه سهولة انه ناس يسوون تعاونية بسبب يعني الفوائد مالتها، او انه مجموعة من التعاونيات تشتغل في نطاق جغرافي معين في مدينة معينة تتعاون، بس يريد يفهم بالضبط انه اذا اكو افد بيئة واسعة لكوبريت مثل موندراغون، هل ممكن تتوسع تستمر بالتوسع، أو هل ممكن تكون على نطاق أوسع في مناطق أخرى؟ هل أكو دوافع إنه تصير هاي البيئة الواسعة للتعاونيات اللي تتخطى الجانب الجغرافي؟ مو صحيح كامل هذا سؤالك؟ حتى أجاوب عليه، يعني هذا السؤال صحيح؟
السؤال هو بالذات بالنسبة للموندراغون كوربوريشن اللي هي أوسع من النطاق الضيق، سواء بصناعة واحدة أو مجال واحد، وهذا أو في بيئة جغرافية واحدة. هي تعمل بشكل أوسع. شلون قدرت تعمل بشكل أوسع بهالشكل؟ هذا سؤالي.
يعني Martha, so that we all understand, and I mean, Kamil is saying is Mondragon is a special case in the sense it's create this ecosystem which is across types of industry and across regions. How did Mondragon manage to do it? And what is the potential for expansion? I mean, you pointed some of the problems or some of the challenges you face, but how did Mondragon manage it to create this ecosystem which is wider than specific industry or specific region?
I think that there are different kind of factors that influence in this creation of this ecosystem. First is that we adapted, that we innovate, we adapted to the changes of the market. We innovate all the time. We try to innovate and create new activities, and that's why we try to give answer to the needs of the company through the university. For example, trainings in university are really focused to the needs of cooperative, to the kind of workers that they need, of technical knowledge, expertise. So Mondragon University, for example, is a clear example of innovative degrees and courses that they make, because they have gastronomy degree. It's the only in the world, I think. It's the first university of gastronomy in the world, and it's from Mondragon University, this degree. Or the lane that it's management, and students create their own company to learning by doing, no? And so I think that this innovation that nowadays we can see in Mondragon took place also a long time ago. With the creation of new cooperative, and also the importance of reinvesting the benefits in creating new activities in an innovative way. And now it's more difficult to do this, but we try to remain active in that sense. I don't know if it will in 10 years. In 10 years, it will be the same, or it will change, or we will succeed it. I don't have the magical ball to see the future, but it's maybe are these values that has helped to create this ecosystem.
Thank you, Marta. إذا ممكن أن أترجمها حتى قبل بقية الأخوان اللي ما يفهموا إنجليزي يعرفون. يعني هو المركز السؤال مع كامل إنه كيف نجحت موندراكون تخلق هذه البيئة الواسعة اللي تشمل قطاعات صناعية مختلفة ومناطق جغرافية مختلفة. وجواب مارتا أنه ربما واحدة من الأسباب أنه قضية الابتكار. المجموعة تعاونيات موندراكون تركز هواية على قضية الابتكار، كمثل الجامعة اللي عندها كورسات معينة، مثلا كورسات حتى في قضايا شو نسميها قضايا علوم الفضاء مثلا، قضية كبيرة بالنسبة لهم. فقضية الابتكار بالجامعة أو ال 14 مركز بحوثي اللي موجود عندهم تلعب دور كبير. طبعا اكو تحديات، بس لأنه الوضع الاجتماعي ده يتغير، بس تشوفون مثلا استثمار تعاونيات في قطاع الاتصالات الحديثة IT نسميها أسهل. صار إشارة ربما ب10 سنين تقول مارتا ما أعرف راح يصير، بس احنا راح نستمر في قضية الابتكار. صارت إشارة إلى قضية الليبرالية الجديدة في أوروبا وانتشارها، وقضية الفردية، لأنه هي كل الثقافة مع الموندراكون هي على ثقافة التعاون والتضامن بين الناس، بينما الاتجاه الفردي قد يأثر على هالقضية. فهاي مجموعة من التحديات، بس الظاهر من جوهر التجربة مارتا أنه قضية الابتكار والتركيز على البحوث هي جانب أساسي لاستمرارهم في ابتكار مو بس قضايا علمية، بس ابتكار نشاطات اجتماعية وتغيير اجتماعي جديد اللي أشارت إليه. شكرا. ثانك يو مارتا. أي أسئلة أخرى؟ يعني بالحقيقة هو سؤال كامل.
ماكو أسئلة بالنسبة لليوتيوب.
سؤال كامل هو مفتاح لنقاشات اللي طرقناها أول مرة بالجلسة الأولى، وممكن نطرقها بالجلسات الأخرى، إنه كيف تخلق بيئة التعاونيات اللي احنا نسميها مشتركات. قلنا الفرق بين المشتركات والتعاونيات هي التعاونيات اللي تتضامن حتى تخلق بيئة اجتماعية جديدة اللي تغير من الوضع الاجتماعي في العراق أو غيره يعني. فهذا بالحقيقة هاي قضية مهمة، وإن شاء الله نتوسع بيها ويصير بها نقاشات أوسع حول هذا السؤال المركزي اللي تطرحته كامل. وأنا يعني أود أشكر مارتا على هاي التقديم الرائع لتجربة فريدة بالعالم، اللي بالحقيقة كثير من التعاونيات الآن في كل نطاق العالم تدرس موندراكون ويحاولوا يتبعوها، وحتى لو أكو كان نوع من الفردية في أوروبا، بس بالحقيقة في العالم الشرق وفي العوالم الأخرى الاتجاه التعاوني صاعد بشكل كبير جدا، وبالتالي تجربة موندراكون لها تأثير عالمي بالحقيقة. فأنا أشكر مارتا، ويعني وأي أسئلة ممكن توصلوها ضمن حلقة المجرشة. أي أسئلة أخرى لمارتا ممكن نوصل هي. Marta, I would like to thank you very much for a very inspiring and extremely valuable presentation, and I think we had very nice discussions. And I think Beida wants to have a last word. Beida.
رفع ايدك. حموي. I only want to say thank you. It was great. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marta. وإن شاء الله كانت مفيدة للجميع، وأي آراء رجعونا لها. وبس تقول على المشترك نفسها اكو هوايه مقالات حول تجربه موندراكون بالتفصيل، بس روح للمشترك وسوي سيرش الموندراكون شوفون كم مقاله، او سووا سيرش على تعاونيات تشوفون مقالات، فاكو مقالات ربما تفيدكم. Thank you very much, Marta.
Thank you very much. You have in the presentation my email, or wherever you need, you can contact me, and
we'll put the presentation in Arabic and English on the same post of this event, so that people can approach it. So we'll put this one in, and of course the recording of this one will go on the go on the web, but from tomorrow.
So thank you very much, and see you soon. And good luck in cooperative creation.
Thank you very much. Take care.